Hello and welcome back. In this lesson we are going to learn how to add variation to our drawings and make them look more dynamic and lively. Unevenness and variation are extremely important elements in drawings. Things often look much more appealing and believable when there is variation going on. Stiff lines don't offer the best value to your audience. Think about lettering for a moment. Imagine how boring it would be if letters didn't have variation in its lines. This is a concept that comes from what artists call the line of beauty, which is a term to describe the S-shaped curved line that appears in contrast to straight lines in calligraphy, or in our case, in a piece of art. You can find the line of beauty in some of the most famous pieces from Leonardo da Vinci, which was an artist that knew well how to apply the aesthetics of handwriting in his artworks. You can also find this concept in cartoon characters. Notice how this character is a combination of straight and curved lines out of the box. Same thing with this one here. The combination of these two types of line strokes makes it look much more appealing and powerful. As an exercise, push yourself to draw S-curved lines repeatedly. You can apply as many variations as you want to its form as long as you keep unevenness in mind. Avoid drawing boring shapes. Try to make dynamic and solid lines that carry movement along its path. Fill an entire canvas with these shapes until they come naturally to you. The second exercise you can do is drawing opposing lines mixing jag and curves. Let me show you how I do. I usually start slowly with a curved line and then I quickly jag it to the edge. It takes practice, but it's something that really adds rhythm to your drawings. You can go up and down, sideways, whatever works for you. You will find this pattern in my drawings all the time, primarily when I'm drawing eyebrows. I never draw them with even lines. I always look for opposing shapes that make these lines work well together. So if you make a line stroke that goes this way, make another one with a different format in a position. Try to add variations to these shapes and see what you can come up with. By mixing curves against straights with unevenness in mind, your drawings automatically become much more dynamic. If you're only adding too many jagged lines or too many curvy lines, the artwork will end up boring and childish. But if you know how to mix the two, that is a whole different story. Even if your drawing ends up looking stylized, it will feel much more engaging to the eye of the viewer. In the next chapter, we are going to explore the fundamentals of drawing the facial features.